Streetz for life, baby. 219 TV, Midwest Connected, and it's the MLK, edition. We want to give our homage to MLK for laying down what he did, you know what I'm saying? And for him and my man. And on this one right here, man, I just want y'all to sit back and just think about it, because what struck me with this, right, is, it's MLK Day, you know what I'm saying? And excuse me. Being MLK Day, a lot of people think about what we went through to get here, how we got here, and and you gotta I looked at the timeline, and they said something about, it struck me, they said something about his age. Watching the movie about the Montgomery, the March on Montgomery, to actually get them to vote for the right to vote after the Civil Rights Act was passed. That was passed first. And, and you learn about that. That's why the streets set the tone. Like Bumpy Johnson was helping Malcolm X. The streets, the SLS, the people in the street, they got together to try to go on these peaceful marches. And Martin wasn't no sucker, man. Quit playing like Martin was lame, because he ain't want to. It took a lot to be nonviolent, man. Because if you watching those movies and they going up in there, man, getting bust upside the head, man, and all of that, bro, I'm like, I don't know, man. I can't do it, man. I couldn't see, man, Malcolm, and see these two, they go together right here. See Martin and Malcolm. It was ironic. They both died at the age of 39, bro. Malcolm died at 39. Martin died at 39. Martin died in June. They were 3 years apart in age. Malcolm was 3 years old. But he died at the age 39. Well, assassinated. They didn't die. They was killed. Let's not ever get that twisted. Two of our finest was killed and took out the gang because of, what they was bringing, the following they had, because through the two of them together was, and Malcolm was getting on his same page, but when he fell out with the nation, that set him up to get picked off, because he ain't had Farrakhan, they let him get passes for, Steve Harvey. I guess they did a stage play about it. That's how they popped up on here. But back to what I'm talking about. But raw and unedited, baby, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the fact, man, that these two brothers, man, was really about, they was about a change, man, and they was about doing something that in their 20s and 30s, though. That's what I really want to focus on. I want you to sit back. What was you doing at 39? I'm 49. Raised on hip hop, do what I do. Life insurance is a must. That's why it's a must. I'm 39, so in my 20s, Martin Luther King, when he was 26, he got elected to head the boycott. He was just a pastor at 26. He took on the boycott. He took on the sitting in, the thing behind Rosa Parks. And it went from there, you know what I mean? A little bit after Malcolm X came to Martin, before they marched on Selma, when they crossed the bridge, he was in his 20s then. So to have all that weight on your shoulders, the weight of your people, man, the weight of a nation, I think, to be honest, they probably thought he would have been the next president. I feel like the government might have thought, if these two get any stronger, they tried to stop Malcolm from being what Farrakhan is today. And that's just real. But by them both to die by the age of 39 and make you think, what are we doing? What are you doing? These brothers in their 20s trying to change the world. Because, other than that, the riots across the nation, the marches, and he got everybody nationwide to stand up when they videotaped the first beatings in Alabama. That's when he got all the white preachers to come down to Montgomery. So he got people from around the nation, and some from around the world came to support him. When they saw that he could pull them together like that, they like, he got to go. He got to go, bro. So I always felt like the government, well, we already know the government had a hand in it. They released the tapes of him getting his freak on, but even with that, he was in his 20s. Come on, man. Martin was in his 20s. got voters, the weight of the world on his shoulders. Hey man, he had to knock something off for some stress. It is what it is. Everybody got their demons. He run his program how he run his program. You know what I'm saying? But take that out, man. Everything, and the FBI's behind that. Y'all watch the mind. Y'all watching these brothers, but don't know nobody gonna assassinate. Come on, man. But when you look at that, man, Martin was died when he was 39. Malcolm died when he was 39. Something about that number 39, you might want to play it in the lottery. But for both of them brothers to be killed at 39 before they hit 40, the age we really start making change, something to think about. And think about what was you doing and what would you be doing? What more could you be doing in your 20s, 30s, 40s? Because even my youngest, what you doing out there in your 20s? Martin was. So give Martin his props, man. Happy birthday to him. We just wanted to give a shout out, man, and give some love. Drop something in the comments, baby. You know what I'm saying? Cheeks for life, man. We talk about all things life on this channel.